So if anyone who's sort of experiencing that, where they're falling out of love with their sport and they feel like they're falling behind and they're not the player they want to be, Coach Kennett is the one for you. My name's Cam Dickie. I live down here in Chelsea and I play for Dingley Football Netball Club. Yeah, the reason I sort of reached out to Lockie was I was having a lot of problems with my mindset when I came to football, and I really wasn't enjoying playing my sport, and I'd really let my mindset affect how I felt about the sport. And I was really ambitious and I really wanted to fix that situation that I found myself in. A big part of reaching out and getting a coach was purely for the mindset thing, but also the side benefit of, learning how to train like an athlete and train like a footballer, just getting some real structure around my program and actually having it translate on the field. If I had a bad game, I really wouldn't take it well, and I really wouldn't be really good to be around. Even if I had a good game, would focus on the things I did wrong. I would focus on that kick I missed in the middle of the ground, or that tackle I missed, or missing that set shot. So that's something I really wanted to fix. It'd be frustration, anger, just a feeling of anxiety about feeling a bit unstable about my place in the team and whether or not I'm playing my role well enough. Frustration because I sort of know what I'm capable of, but when I don't play like that, it really, really gets me down. I was so focused on performance that fell out of love of playing footy altogether, to the point where I was sort of contemplating whether or not I wanted to keep playing anymore. And a lot of the stuff that you said just made a lot of sense to me. So every single time I watched a video, I'd be like, fuck, that makes sense. And that's sort of what prompted me to reach out to you, because I really liked how you focus a lot on the mindset side as opposed to just the physical training. The one thing that I've taken out of this coaching, make it as simple as possible. So, when it comes to football, instead of focusing on having 30 touches, a goal, focusing on like your effort and your energy levels and your intent, and focusing on, things that are in your control. That definitely wasn't the case. I'd probably say these last 5 years playing footy, I was really dependent on stats to give me a bit of purpose. And I felt like now, like after this year and playing a new position, focusing on those things I can control, that has had a massive impact on my relationship with footy. It made me feel a lot better about my game. And like even something as little as like the wrist tape and writing down some of the things I wanted to focus on throughout the game, so that you stop for a stoppage and you look at your wrist and it sort of reminds you. I'm very thankful for like all those calls and just talking through things as well. I think that's been the thing that I've benefited the most. Like I've had our calls on a Friday and sort of another call, but like when I do the call, I'm like, fuck, this is like, I needed this today. Sort of talk about the week of training and what's been good. If I had a shit session, talk through how to move past it. If I had a good one, sort of talk through what I did well that session that I can take into next week. Those calls and like having everything sort of documented on the Google Meets have been really good. I think that's a real strength of yours as well, is like you genuinely care about all your clients. You don't get to the 20 minutes like, oh, yep, got to go to this call. Like you be like, you actually want to talk through things and not leave things unfinished. You really want to help. So I think anyone who works with you needs to know that. I was in the same situation as them last year where, I was very capable of doing all my own things and programs, but having a coach and having someone guide you through and making an investment in yourself is one of the best things I've probably done. Firstly, identify like what's the issue, why am I not enjoying something that I've always loved doing, being proactive about making that change. So if anyone who's sort of experiencing that, where they're falling out of love with their sport and they feel like they're falling behind and they're not the player they want to be, Coach Kennett is the one for you. Just a big thank you again for everything. It's been real, my friend.